It's time for City Beat, your source for all the latest news on the city of Thompson. Only on 102.9 CHTM, your radio station.
Good morning and welcome to City Beat. My guest this morning is Mayor Dennis Fenske. Welcome.
Good morning.
So it's the big news of the week. The Birch Tree Mine is going to be placed on care and maintenance as of October 1st, and 200 people are potentially out of a job. Could you maybe clarify? I know there's a lot of people scared about the city's future now that one of the mines is being placed on care and maintenance. Could you clarify what that means?
Well, I don't want to speak on behalf of LA, but basically they're closing down the operation as of October 1st. It affects roughly 150 employees directly with Birch Tree and 50 with another across the plant. And so discussions are ongoing now in regards to how that plays out. Definitely it adds to the previous announcement of 2018 with the going to the mine mill operation and the potential of 500 jobs there. So there is certainly a fair amount of uncertainty, to say the least. We are, from the city's perspective, disappointed with the announcement, given that we were already focused on 2018. But having said that, it's a challenge that we will add to the existing challenge that we have and fold into the initiatives that we're working to mitigate the loss of employment, either in other streams or an increase in business retention and retirees and those types of initiatives. So we'll work through this together with the company, with the local union and the community at large, and we'll come out at the other end. Probably battle scarred, but we'll still be here post 18 as a city of Thompson.
One of the items from City Council that we didn't talk about last time, Via Rail sent a letter to Council about a new policy which they have across Canada based off events that happen in northern Manitoba. What is that policy?
Yeah, I just want to clarify that the policy is a national policy. Unfortunately, they highlighted events in northern Manitoba, which kind of paints us with a negative picture. I was surprised that the policy wasn't in place to begin with. When you look at air travel and what you're allowed to carry on in regards to baggage, I thought that was universal in regards to transportation post 9/11. Obviously, it's not, but it's a policy in place that protects other travelers and staff. So certainly look forward to seeing how they roll it out. We do have a smaller station. My hope is that they will provide the required resources and physical structures to be able to do it in an efficient manner as someone boards a train in January in -30.
Now, it seems you can't drive anywhere in town or scroll through Facebook, for that matter, without seeing posts or actually seeing real dogs wandering on the streets without an owner in sight. Could you maybe remind everyone what the bylaws are that are in place in the city limits for animals?
Sure. To start with, all dogs must be licensed and must be in the care and control of their owners, either in a contained yard or if they're outside and off their own properties, they should be leashed and under care and control of their owners at all times. We do have one bylaw officer, and we do take a number of calls about strays or barking or bites and things like that. So our forces are stretched, but we would like to re-educate the general populace in regards to ownership of pets. There's a responsibility, so please don't let your pets run at large, because we may not get you the first time, but we'll eventually catch up with you, and there are fines included.
What's the latest update on street and grass sweeping? I know I saw a few crews working bright and early this morning near KFC before I went to work, even at 7 a.m.
Yeah, actually they started Monday morning, and so they're starting in the downtown core area with street sweepers. Right now they're at the corner of Selkirk and Cree Road, and so there'll be lots of dust, heavy equipment, signage. So from a driver's perspective and even from a pedestrian's perspective, be cautious in crossing streets and driving on the streets. Give everybody a wide berth, and this is the normal practice we have. We're a little later than normal in regards to the spring cleanup, but it's out in full force, and we will be offering a Cash for Trash program at the end of the month as well. So look forward to advertising that.
Now, there was an incident at the Norplex pool yesterday that resulted in its closure. Could you talk about what happened?
Sure, it was an electrical fire in the basement, and it's under investigation right now. So until further notice, the pool is closed. We will provide PSAs and updates. There was some damage, minimal damage in the basement. There were no injuries. Everybody was evacuated safely. Good response from our fire and emergency services. And as I said, it's under investigation right now. But until further notice, the pool is closed until we rectify the situation.
Would there be any rough idea about when the pool will be reopening?
Not at this time, no.
Now, last Friday, Manitoba Hydro issued a warning that there was a possibility for the Burntwood River to flood. Is there still that danger?
It's actually risen, the meter that they talked about. And so from a flood perspective, we're at no risk from that perspective. There isn't that volume of water that would affect residences or structures. But it does increase the flow of water, and the ice is out. And so I would encourage everyone to stay away from the river at this time because it is fast flowing and will be for quite some time.
It's a long weekend starting tomorrow, and there's one particular event that's going to be pretty big going on in the VRCC. It's the circus.
Absolutely. Everybody's got to go to the circus.
And I believe you also have some reminders for people here on the long weekend.
Yeah, I mean, provincially, it's the opening of provincial parks, so it's a dry weekend from that perspective. Again, the long weekend tends to have lots of travel. I know the RCMP have put out notices that there will be a higher enforcement on the highways. So drive safe, prepare yourself for your trip, let people know where you're going when you're returning. Help out on the highway if there are incidences, but please arrive safely to your destination and arrive back home in Thompson safely as well.
Well, that's all we have for City Beat today. Thank you so much for joining me, Dennis.
Thank you.
If you have any questions, email them in advance to CHTMnews@arcticradio.ca. For 102.9 CHTM, I'm Stuart Walter.
City Beat.